Well, hello students and welcome to another using SketchUp Free. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a chess piece called the Bishop. And without further ado, let's get started real quick. You'll be on the browser, you'll type in free SketchUp, you click the first link, you find the Start Modeling button, click, and if you've logged in with your account, you'll get the rotating logo and you're good to go. As you can see here, I have the chess pieces template that I'm going to open. Now, I had one problem. Somehow, my chess pieces template was altered or deleted, and so I had to create a second chess pieces template using my chess pieces decal. So what I want to do at this point is urge you to save a backup, a second chess pieces template, and you open up your chess pieces template, go to the three lines, and save as in your SketchUp folder, chess pieces template backup, or chess pieces template 2. Oops. Here. So now I have chess pieces template 2, and that'll serve as a backup in case I make a mistake in my saving procedures, or in case that SketchUp auto saves and something happens to your actual template. So without further ado, let's go to the Bishop profile here, and I'm going to now draw the profile, and I'm going to draw the profile. I'm going to zoom in and focus on that Bishop. I'm going to start with my line tool, start way up at the very top, and draw my axis. And I'll reiterate yet again, make sure that the axis in the bottom of your piece is a perfect L, and then do your best to follow along the profile. And I'll be using the 2-point arc here. Find the green endpoint and produce an arc. And hopefully you'll get a lot of practice using interchanging the tools as you go. I'm moving back and forth from arc to line to pan, back to line. Putting a bit of a modern flair on it by going square corner. I'm not following extremely close to my profile. I am the designer after all. Again, interchanging line, arc, pan, line, arc, position. And now I'm going to use a 2-point arc close to the top. Find the green, make an arc. And now I'm focusing on this very top portion, where once again, I'll go to the arc tool, find the green endpoint. Ooh, very nice. And should I end up with an excess line segment, I will use the erase tool to erase that. Segment doesn't seem to want to erase. There we go. And as you can see, my profile came out like that. So I'll select the, as we've done before, use this technique. I'm going to now select the profile, grab the move tool, grab the profile in the bottom left corner and pull it and snap it right to my origin. And then I'm going to delete. And I think I should immediately save this as Bishop. So I'll go here, save as, go to 3 lines in the upper left, and then click Save As in your SketchUp folder. The proper name is Bishop. And then save here. Now it looks like it's saved, so I'll use the pen tool to get more central. Then I'll use the orbit tool. I'm going to be using the follow me process. So I'm orbiting, and so that I'm looking more downward on my profile. Then I go to the rectangle tool, and the third tool down is the circle tool. Select it. Make sure I click right or close to the origin. Find a blue circle that I want. Click and drag it out to the edge of my base. Click. And if you've done it right, it should look like this. Now I can go to the follow me tool, which is under the push pull tool. So I find push pull tool, click, find the follow me tool, click. And remember, to get a good technique, you would select your profile and then focus right where your base meets that red axis, click, and then wait. And now I do believe I've done a very nice circular profile. And I can look at this back in front view. Okay. So now in a traditional bishop, there's a slot that is cut right through the top here. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I'm going to start by just creating a little rectangle off to the left. Just a little slot like this. And then I'm going to use the rotate tool. So I guess I should select the entire rectangle that I made, then go to the rotate tool, select one corner, move straight up vertically, select another, and then estimate approximately the angle that I want my slot. And now I'm going to orbit, and I'm going to push my piece. So I find the push-pull tool, click and push it out, make sure it's long enough. Look at it from top view, make sure I select the whole thing. Now I'm going to move it. Use the move tool. Here's 4-arrow move tool. Click. Bring it out in front. Look at, oops. I want to make sure you're not, actually, got to go back out a little farther so that you can make sure that you're not touching your chess piece just yet. You want to position it. So what's happening is, look at it from right view, move it over. Gotta be very careful to get this in the proper position. Now I think I've done it. Okay. And before I deselect, make sure I move back to the select tool, right click on this blue piece that I've just inserted, right click and intersect faces. Oops, I'll pull it over with the pan tool to show you. Again, in the select tool mode, right click, intersect faces with model, and then you can orbit and start selecting face, delete, delete, face, delete. Select all the faces, just like you might have done in the making the rook. And then be very careful not to delete any part of your actual bishop. Select this face, delete, this face, delete, delete, delete. And I'm orbiting around now to look at it from all sides. Go back to the select tool, select, delete, select, delete, select, delete, select, delete. Now, as I mentioned in the video, the rook video, when you see the blue face, you want to go to that with your select tool, right click on it, and reverse face so that it becomes white. That would be the proper side out. Right click, reverse face. And you'll have to orbit around to make sure you get all the faces that are part of the piece. Right click, reverse face. And I notice there's an opening at the top. There is a way to solve that. Go to the line tool, use the line tool, and connect one side of this opening to the other. And it did create a surface there. And now if I see a little line, I can always try to erase that. And there you have it. Look at it from front view. This looks very nice. I suppose the next thing to do would be to select the entire piece, go to the materials, find the magnifying glass, select colors. I'm going to select white and then paint. Somehow it turned white already. So, what's the final thing? Click File, Save As. I saw that it saved, which is odd. I don't like that. And then Bishop. I'm going to save, overwrite it. Yes. Saving. And then move to these 3 lines. Download PNG. Select Export as PNG. You'll see that Bishop moved to the lower left. You know that it went into your Downloads folder or it went into your Recents folder. And in my case, I'm going to verify in my Downloads folder the Bishop is there, and that's the piece that you'll want to turn in for Gateway Assignment credit. Good luck.